Bum 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 bum. Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy.
And this is the AA
meeting. Oh my
meeting.
God, I got something in my eye.
Oh girl, get it out.
I'm trying.
Hey guys, welcome back to your favourite podcast.
Yes.
With your favourite podcast host.
Yes.
This week we have episode 113.
Yes.
Wow, you sound like you're having a good time there, Amy.
Yeah, thank you.
We are very excited for you guys to be listening to this one.
Absolutely. Is 13 a lucky number or an unlucky number? I can't remember.
Unlucky, very unlucky.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I brought it up.
I was going to say something about it, but I didn't want to ruin the vibes, but we already did. So,
Sorry. Well.
Just kidding.
We're so glad to have you back. We've got just another episode in store. I don't want to say that it's going to be a good one because I don't know yet.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like this is one of those ones where you just got to go with the flow.
Absolutely.
And it might be your cup of tea, it might not.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Roll
the intro. Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck.
I said the. So Abby, how was your Easter long weekend?
I had the whole weekend off, pretty
That's
much.
Fucking amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Apart from we did the pod on Friday and then today's Monday.
Yeah.
But like I've had Saturday and Sunday off, which is so strange because I haven't had that many days off in like since fucking Christmas, I reckon.
That's lovely.
So it's been nice. I've just been like packing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot how much of a bitch packing is.
Yeah.
Like honestly, there's so many things that you just like don't think that you have, like you don't remember you have to pack them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know,
so I'm
like,
just going through that at the moment.
If you missed that episode, we're fast approaching the point where we will be moving out of our shitty share house.
Yes.
And Abby and I won't actually be living together anymore.
I know.
It's really sad.
I was talking to Yasmin the other day and we were like, we have to hang out
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Minimum.
Yeah.
And then we were getting all sad and Yasmin and I were like, who's going to yell night? Like, or like, who's going to yell the exact word I just yelled like 2 seconds ago?
We'll be like doing it to ourselves. Like,
I
walking around the
know.
house, like,
And our partners will be like, what the fuck?
So sad. I still don't have a rental, so can't wait to be homeless in about 2 weeks. But anyway.
You'll
So
figure
keen
it
for
out.
that.
You'll find a place.
Yeah, hope so. Well, I mean, if I don't know what I'm going to do, so. Anyway, I had a big weekend.
You did have a big weekend.
I am feeling it on this Monday.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm just like, well, now
Tired.
I like threw my body into the oblivion and just treated it like shit. So
Yeah.
now it's treating me like shit. You know, I've got a bit of a cold.
Yeah, I've got
cetera.
one too. I feel like it's also the weather.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. My boyfriend and I went down to Kayama for the weekend for Lazy Mountain Festival, which was in Berry, which is like 15 minutes from Kayama. And spent the weekend there, and it was so nice. Like, literally, I want to live there.
Oh, really?
It's just like the cutest little beachy town, like
Yeah.
so chill, you know,
That's where
everyone's
Taz
lovely.
lives.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
nice. And I'd been there once before, but I'd spent like the morning there, I think. Whereas this time, like, we went with a plan. We were going to spend one day in Kayama and then the next day in Gerringong, but we literally didn't leave Kayama because we loved it so much. And then caught the bus to the festival and back. It was lots of fun. Big day. It was like a really chill festival compared to like obviously what we're used to.
Yeah.
So it was an all ages event, so you could like bring your kids.
Oh, right.
Really small. I don't think there were that many tickets and it was like we got there at I think about 2, and it was like everyone just like laying out on the grass having their lunch. Like it was
Yeah.
really
Oh, cool.
chill. It kind of reminded me of that free festival thing we went to at UCID. Like it was that kind of vibe.
Did you see my B-reel? I mean, my B-reel comment on yours?
Oh no.
I was like, it's giving crashing O week.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, maybe I did say that. I was drunk. That's ringing
okay,
a bell.
probably.
Mm.
But your B-reel was like exactly the same. I was like, wow, it's giving those vibes.
Yeah, literally that's what it felt like at the start. And then Ty and James Organ played at 2:45. So we went like kind of up the front for that. And then it was half an hour between each set. It was only one stage. So you weren't like getting like acts crossing over and whatever. The only shitty thing was that like there was half an hour between each act to just like stand there and twiddle your thumbs. But so we pushed right to the front right after 10 and then stayed there for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And we're literally right up against the barrier, like so close. Could not possibly be closer. Sorry, I'm really struggling to speak English right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm puffed. Maybe it's because my nose is blocked. You know when you're trying to speak and breathe at the same time? Anyway, so we saw Tash Sultana, who I wasn't that excited about, but she's nuts.
She like plays all of the instruments.
Yeah. But remember she played Splendor XR a few years ago and we were kind of disappointed in her set because she just like kind of stuck to herself. So apparently she used to have really severe drug addiction and that like kind of affected her music, and then she stopped making music for about a year and now she's back and she was like phenomenal to watch. Like playing all the instruments. Her voice is insane.
Really?
Which I've
never quite liked her. I don't know why.
I was like not that big of a fan before this. Now I'm like newfound respect. Like her voice is unreal.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was really good, except I felt kind of bad because I was right up against the barrier and I knew like the words to maybe 2 songs because I don't really listen to her, you know. Anyway, so I felt like a phony. And then there was this band called Bad Dreams. And they were kind of like the Chats if they were in their 40s. Like,
oh, right.
And so fuck-eyed. Like, you've never seen anything like it. All of them, I don't know if I think they were all high-end drinking.
Damn.
But, like, the guitar player had to stop playing halfway through the show and, like, face the back of the stage to, like, regain himself. He had his, like, hands on his head and he was, like, taking deep breaths. It was, like, mental.
Oh,
like,
my God. What the fuck?
Yeah, we were literally like, what is going on? And, like, all of their songs were, like, fuck Pauline Hanson. It was unreal. And then the lead singer was like obviously also drunk and like kept like playing with the microphone stand and like had it over his head and was singing this way and like was wrapping the cord around his neck and I was getting really nervous. Like it was really, anyway, it was the next level. And then Gang of Youths were the headliner and they were nuts. I saw them, I think, at Splendor in like 2018, and they were good, but I only saw like half their set because it was like clashing with someone else.
Yeah.
But they were so good, like so good to watch. And anyway, the reason that I said to Abby before we started the episode that like, oh my God, I have a big story for you. Basically, I should be dead, right?
Yes.
I should not have made it back to Sydney. So we bought bus tickets, and it's kind of like Splendor, how you buy a bus ticket for $20 and it's like your return bus fare.
Yeah.
But when we bought it, it only had the information for the buses going to the festival. It had nothing about getting out of there. So we assumed that they weren't running buses out of there and we'd have to find our own way home.
Yeah.
Which is fine because they're like 15 minutes away from where we were staying.
Yeah.
Not thinking about the fact that these are small country towns in southern New South Wales.
They probably wouldn't have Uber.
No, well, Uber exists, but there aren't many Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we left and they had buses running and we were like, oh, okay, great. We'll just like get back on the bus. But the Kiama bus was Kiama, Gerringong, Berry. That was like the route. And going back, they were only running the ones to Gerringong when we walked out. Like they weren't going as far as Kiama. So we were like, oh shit, that's all right. Like it was really cold and I was wearing like not much.
Yeah.
So we were like, we'll get the bus to Gerringong and then we'll get an Uber from Gerringong to Kiama. So we got the bus, we get off the bus, we're trying to get an Uber, no cars available. We're like, oh, okay. Oh, well, there's a train station here. There's a train station at Kiama. Let's have a look and see if there's any trains running. No trains running on this particular night. Train replacement buses running, yes. There's one in half an hour, and then the next one after that, if we miss that, is in 2 hours.
Oh,
and we were like, okay, all right, well, we'll get to the train station then. Walked all the way there. It was like, I think it was like a kilometre walk or something, but it was pitch black. There were like no street lights, whatever. It was terrifying. We get there. We're like waiting for the bus. We were like, oh my God, I don't think this bus is going to come. And we're like starting to panic. And like, it's funny, we talked about it after and both of us were sitting there going, okay, what are we going to do if this bus doesn't come? Like we can't get an Uber. And I literally was like, we're going to have to fucking sleep in the train station. Like there's no way home.
How far would the walk would have been?
I looked up 22 hours.
Oh shit, like that far.
Yeah, it's only like a 10, 15 minute drive apparently. But
how does that work out then?
I don't know. I think actually Kiama to Berry must have been longer than I said before.
Right.
I can't remember. I was so pissed. So
yeah.
And I was like playing it really cool, like trying to pretend that I wasn't that drunk because we were the youngest on the bus by like a lot. Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to be like a 10, 15-minute drive, 22-hour walk. I was like, that's not going to happen because I think it's quite hilly. Didn't think about the fact that taxis exist, by the way, until way later.
Oh, true.
Anyway, we're sitting there on the curb at 12 o'clock. Oh, no, I think it was like 11:30 at this point. The festival finished at like 10:30. We're sitting on the curb waiting for this bus, freezing our booties off. Bus isn't coming. Ashwin goes, maybe I'll just check Ubers one more time, see if there's a car. One car available, right? He comes and picks us up. Genuinely, I could cry talking about it. It just so happens that our Uber driver, the only Uber driver available in Gerringong at the time, was a security guard at the festival who doubles as an Uber driver and lives in Sydney and was making his way back and just turned it on in case someone needed a trip back to Sydney so he could pay for his petrol.
Damn.
Only Uber driver available. I genuinely, like, we got out at Kiama and we were laughing so hard, but I was like, we need to go buy lottery tickets because, like, what are the chances?
Yeah.
And
Did you?
No.
Oh, I
should have. I know. But then I had an unlucky day today. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I could not believe it. The only Uber driver in Gerringong was a security guard.
You had an angel looking out for you, trying to get you home safe.
The universe stepped in.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? In the gang set, David LePepe, the lead singer, was like, oh, you know, like, everyone get home safe. Like, I hope nothing bad happens to anyone tonight, blah, blah. He was going on about it for quite a while. And I remember standing there going, what bad thing could possibly happen? Like, what's he alluding to?
Just you wait. Just you wait.
I put it out there into the universe. Anyway, so lucky. I literally still cannot believe it. And we were, like, in this guy's car going, like, thank God you came past. Because, like, if we didn't check the Uber thing again, we literally would have slept at the train station. Anyway, get back to Kiama. We're sitting in the kebab shop. This drunk bloke comes in from the pub.
So you still like go get a kebab?
yeah. This drunk bloke comes in and he orders a taxi, and we were both sitting there. We were like, taxis. Fuck, we should have got a taxi.
You never think, hey?
No, I fully forgot that existed. I literally was sitting there. I was like, there's no possible other way to get home. Like, what could we possibly do?
Yeah.
Taxi. Didn't think about a taxi. Anyway, so it was a big weekend.
Do they have like Lime scooters or stuff like that down there? No.
Nothing. And like, Gerringong is tiny. Like, really small. And so I like, as soon as the cars weren't coming, I was like, fuck, we should have thought about this. But because it's so close to so many other towns, like, it's not that far from Wollongong.
Yeah. So
we just assumed that it would be fine. And like, we're used to Sydney and the Gold Coast where there's like,
I think Berry's a long way from Wollongong.
Probably.
I know another hour or so.
How far is it from here to Wollongong?
From here to Wollongong, it's probably like an hour drive direct, and then like an extra hour down to Berry.
I think it must be slightly less than that because it took us an hour and a half to get to Kiama and an hour and a half to get back. And I actually think it might be about half an hour past that.
Right.
Oh, so maybe you're right. I don't know. Anyway, big weekend. So glad to be home and safe.
Yes, and in a bed.
Yes. Yeah, and like, you don't shower, you know what I mean? Because it's like, well, you slept in Ashwin's car. Anyway, big weekend, and it like thunderstormed on the Friday, and it's like it's been a whole thing. But it was fun, worth it. And I'm so glad the security guard picked us up. Mark lives near Newtown. Shout out to Mark. I love you.
Oh,
thank you for saving our lives.
That's sweet. Yeah, mark your words.
Yeah. Oh my God, that man. I can't believe it. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Anyway,
those doors open. Wow, what a story. I was not expecting that.
No, it was a big weekend. I'm still emotional.
I've never seen Gang of Youths.
So good. And like the
I really
lighting.
want to see them.
They don't play many shows, apparently. Ashwin was telling me, because he genuinely probably, I think I said this in the last episode, probably would leave me for David LePepe, and that's like fair enough. But yeah, because they're like quite old. They've been in their 40s.
Yeah, that dude on Ashwin's story, he looked old. I was like, oh wow.
That's Big Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess like they do, and they live in London now. So anyway, but they were good to watch. And he climbed over the barrier and was like walking through the crowd at one point. He like didn't crowd surf because he's probably big
too
boy.
old. Oh,
he's a big man. And then coming back, the security guard like yeeted him over the barrier to get him back, and he like got back up on the stage and like finished his song, and then like went down and like shook his hand and was like, "Oh, shout out to the Seki. I'm fucking 110 pounds, and that motherfucker did not give a shit." 'Cause he literally like threw him. It was nuts. Anyway, fun
He
weekend.
probably had like that, you know, the adrenaline like
Yeah.
mothers have where
Yeah,
they're
like when
like
they lift
lift a
cars.
car to
Yeah.
get their baby out. He
Yeah.
had that. He's like, "Come through, Papa."
Yeah. And he looked like Mr. Worldwide. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to
No.
take a photo of this security guard.
Okay, this is like my dream one day is to like go to somewhere like Ibiza or like somewhere some Europe thing, I don't know, and there's a concert and I watch Pitbull there.
Yeah.
Or like it's a beach party on like a Greek island and
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide is playing. Like I could die peacefully
Yeah.
if that happened to me, honestly.
Does he still? Surely he still plays shows.
Yeah, he still plays shows because there was all these like memes of people like last year going to his shows dressed as him, like in the suit and the bald cap and the glasses.
That's so good.
Believe me, been there, done that. That was my favorite trend when it was like, it's okay that I have like fucking chlamydia because Mr. Worldwide has been there, done that.
That'd be a good segment one day.
Have we done that? I think we have.
I don't know. We've done a lot of similar things. There was the Chris Brown one the other week.
Chris Brown?
The conversation ain't long.
Oh yeah.
You know what is.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, shall we move on?
Yes.
So this is a game that I saw on TikTok. I've only seen one person do it, but it might be a trend. I'm not really sure. So this is rating movie characters based on how good we think they'd be in bed.
Yes. What's the rating that we're doing? Are we doing out of 10? 10's the best?
I reckon.
Yeah?
Mm.
Okay. So we'll just list a couple
Mm-hmm.
movie characters and then we're going to debate what we think they'd be like.
Yeah.
In the sack.
Yeah.
Do you want to start off with one?
The principal from She's the Man. What's his name again? Baldy.
Montgomery. I
Principal.
don't know why that came in my head.
I can't remember.
But I know the one you're talking to. The
Mm.
welcome.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the Illyria principal.
Hira Ali.
Hey. I feel like he has a little kinky side, but like it's a weird kink.
Yeah. And I feel like he'd be quite nervous, but then like once he's a bit more comfortable, then it just gets a bit freaky
Yeah.
and like unpleasant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a 5.
That's generous. I was gonna say 2.
Oh, okay. See, I'm thinking that like a 1 is like they just lay there.
Oh, okay.
Or is the 1 like I'm not even gonna like say anything.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give him a 3 then.
Okay, maybe I'll do a 4.
All right then.
Okay. All right, what about Billy Ray Cyrus from Hannah Montana?
Don't break my heart,
My achy breaky heart.
Probably sings that.
He's like, "Oh, sweet niblets."
He's like a dad.
And he'd be like, "Come here, baby girl."
Yeah.
You know?
I can't explain it, but I'm feeling 6 vibes.
And I think he'd dip his cowboy hat to me.
the cowboy hat would stay on the whole time.
Yeah, and the boots. 8.
Oh, funny. I love it.
No, I reckon like an 8. Because I feel like he's like nurturing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Righto.
And
See where
he'd
you're
be
coming from.
considerate of my feelings.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give him a 7 then.
Okay. Oh. You judged me a little too quick.
Well, I said 6 originally.
True.
He's gotten an extra point.
Okay.
Troy Bolton's dad.
Dilf.
Have I ever told you that he like DM'd a girl I went to school with?
What?
The actor, yeah. He was really seedy. She was
Damn.
underage. The whole thing was really bizarre.
Wow, okay.
But I've seen receipts. It was legit. Anyway,
What the heck are those two doing in the tree?
yeah, I'm getting creepy PE teacher vibes. TBH.
Yeah, but Dilf.
Yeah. So they kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah, so I'd average it out at a 5.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
All right, what about Sharpay Evans from High School Musical?
Oh, she'd be way too like meticulous about it. You know what I mean?
But I feel like she'd be in control and you just like go with it. It'd be
That's
kind of
true.
fun.
You wouldn't have to do much work.
And I think she would sing. Na 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 na. Like when she gasms. That'd be kind of cool.
That's true. All right, I give her a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna do 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Edward Cullen.
Ugh.
I feel like I'd be too emotional about it. You know?
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, stop! It's too good." You know,
Yeah.
like that's the
Ew.
vibe. No, not like that, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, very. Yeah,
No,
he's like,
and
I'm gonna
like,
go
he
write
gives
poetry
me-
about this
He
later.
gives me the ick.
Yeah, I agree. 3.
And like I don't mean to be like rude, but like he's so pale.
Mm.
Imagine the area that doesn't see the sun, how pale that would
my
be.
God, it would
It'd be
glow.
transparent.
Yeah, literally. I give him a 3.
Yeah, 3. 3's fair. Jacob from
10.
11.
No questions asked.
Yeah. Look, he's got a rockin' bod, great face.
Yep.
Great personality, I assume.
Don't know.
He'd be great in the sack.
I agree.
Yeah. I feel like he'd. Sorry, I'm just
It's okay.
thinking about it.
Really. 4 from Divergent.
Oh, Amy. That's another 11.
Yeah. I agree.
Just the way that he treats Tris.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so kind. And always puts her first.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Vector from Despicable Me.
From I just feel like his gut would get in the way. It's
His
because
gunt.
his gut, because it's so round. It looks like it'd be hard.
But you see him do those
that's true.
pelvis
He can
thrusts.
thrust.
He can thrust.
All right then.
7. I like the orange.
I'm gonna give him a 4.
Oh, okay.
Just because I feel like, imagine he's there like, it's me, Vector,
and he dances for you.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I give him a 4.
He'd say that when he jizzes. 4. Okay. I'm going with a 7.
Will Ferrell's character from Anchorman.
He's got good style.
Mm-hmm.
Takes care of himself.
Mm.
Likes dogs.
Mm.
But like, there's that scene where they do have sexy time and they're like riding the rainbows and stuff. It's really weird when he has it with Veronica Corningstone.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've seen it.
I feel like he'd get really weird and really kinky.
And I
So,
feel like
like-
he'd be quite selfish.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm thinking like a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Malark from The Hunger Games.
I feel like he's not as bad as Edward, but same vibe. Like, I'm gonna go write poetry about this later.
Yeah.
Like a bit too emotional. What did we give Edward? 3.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna give him a 6.
I think he'd be very tender.
Mm.
But like
I don't know why it's only just occurred to me how fucked up this segment is. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, I think he'd be very tender, but like just too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say probably like a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Joe Jonas's character from Camp Rock. He plays himself, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Joe.
that's really what's the word? He plays himself really vain,
Yeah.
and I can't get on board with that hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you okay? You remember watching Camp Rock when he does that? when he teaches the class and he's got the microphone.
Yeah.
When we watched it back in the day, we were like, "Hell's yeah, he's so cool." I watched that scene on TikTok recently, and I was cringing.
Yeah.
Like, he can't dance.
No, and I never understood why he was like the main love interest in that movie when like Nick is there, you know?
Yeah.
Even Kevin is like a nice guy. I know he gets ignored, but like, I just don't understand why Joe's the leading man. Again, I feel like kind of selfish. A 6.
Yeah, like a 6'5", I think. Yeah. Let's do Malfoy from Harry Potter. I'm gonna do a 9.
No, okay. Yeah, I reckon like an 8. Like, I think bit of a fuckboy. So you'd know that you're kind of being used.
Yeah, it's just a one-time thing.
Pleasant.
Yeah, but you're satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a 9, I think.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's just about all we have.
I think that's it for that segment, guys.
Shall we move on to excuse me,
Yeah.
Ick or Tick?
New segment alert. We launched this segment last week. It's called Ick or Tick. Basically, you guys DM us something that your boyfriend, girlfriend, situationship, friends with bennies, whatever has done, and we decide if it's an ick or a tick.
Fab.
We had some good ones last week, but we've got some good ones this week too. Do you want me to read them out?
Yeah. Have you already read some?
Yeah. So I saved some from last week, but I might do the ones from this week. All right. Opened their phone and their home screen was Jesus hanging on a cross.
Was it Easter time? Because if it's festive, I feel like it's okay.
I feel like it's okay, yeah.
Is he? I don't have any context, but I'd like to know if he's really religious.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse.
It
is bizarre.
It's bizarre that it's that one. Like, could it not be like Jesus floating with like a halo on? Like, if you're religious, wouldn't it be that? Not
or like with the bread and fish.
Yes.
Walking on water.
Yeah, there's so many to choose from.
Maybe not him dead.
Yeah, that's a bit morbid. I'm going to say that that's an ick.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you tell her to turn left and she turns right when driving.
That's a tick because hot girls are bad drivers and everyone knows it.
Yes, I agree. And like sometimes we get our lefts and rights confused. Yeah. I do all the time.
That's why we're supposed to be passenger princesses. Okay.
Exactly. And you can't yell at us when we get the directions wrong.
Exactly. Clearly, your directions were unclear.
Someone said black sheets. Actually, that's Montana said black sheets, our friend Montana. And I'm going to say that that's a tick because I have black sheets.
No, they're good for like fake tanning and stuff.
Yes, that's exactly why I like them.
Is she saying that she has them or someone else?
I think saying that he has. If he has black sheets, I think that's an ick. But if she has black sheets, that's a tick.
Yeah, I feel like he could get like a nice grey set or something. Oh. No?
Classic boys with the grey bedding.
But black
or the
is
navy.
Just a bit, yeah.
What about a nice cream colour?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to say, I mean, I don't think it's an ick.
I don't think so either.
So it's
a tick from me.
Okay, me too.
Called his mum mummy.
That's an ick.
That's from Mon as well. That's an ick.
There's no way that's ever a tick.
No.
Even if it's sarcastic, I think that's still an ick.
Yeah. Another one of bed sheets. Bed sheets were under the sea themed.
Like little fishies.
Wait, I think that's kind of cute. Like if they bought it as a joke, you know?
No, that's something that mummy buys, under the sea sheets.
No, but here, if I had under the sea sheets, we would all think it's funny.
Yeah, but I just think it's a bit random. If you had unicorn sheets, we'd think it was funny.
Yeah, true.
Or sheets with my face on it, that's funny.
Yeah.
Under the sea, bit random. Maybe they were on special. They were discounted.
Maybe. It is a little icky, but I feel like it's kind of cute. If he does it as a joke. If he's done it like, no, my mum got these for me for
That's an
Christmas,
ick.
then that's an ick.
Yeah, if he's no, actually, I was going to say, if he's got an under the sea theme going on, but I think that's worse.
I think that's worse. Okay, last one. Went back to get my bra that I'd left in his bathroom. He pulled it out of his bed. He'd been sleeping with it.
That's an ick.
That's an ick.
Also, I just remembered something that happened at the festival. Someone tried to throw their bra on stage when Slowly were playing, because to be fair, the lead singer is pretty sexy. But because we were right against the barrier, someone's dirty, sweaty bra slapped me in the face. And yeah, me specifically. How fucking unlucky is that? There are so many people in the mosh, and I get smacked with the bra.
Was it smelly?
I didn't smell it. It all happened so fast, but it was damp.
Did you like go...
No, it like hit me on the way past. So it smacked me here and then fell on the ground. And I went, what the fuck was that? And I looked down and someone's dirty bra was on my feet.
Did you pick it up and continue the throw?
God, no. I thought about it actually. I was like, maybe I'll do this girl a favour. But I was just kind of shocked because it was damp.
Imagine you throw it and then everyone's like, and thinking it's like your bra.
Well, he was the one that knew what it was. Like, I was like, what is that? He was like, I think that was a bra. And then I looked down and it was at my feet.
Damn.
And like, I'm a lot shorter than most of the other people around.
Yeah,
I don't know how it hit me.
How did it clock you?
So unlucky.
Damn.
Anyway,
that's it for Ecotic this week.
Yeah.
So be sure to send them in on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we don't understand.
Yeah, okay. So you may have seen this thing on TikTok, and it's the whole, like, how does the mirror know that the object's there thing? So basically, if you go up to a mirror, you put a piece of paper there, and then you put an object on the piece of paper, you can see, like, the mirror knows that the object is there and will reflect that, even though the object
It'll
is hidden
only
from the mirror's view.
reflect it, not like front on, if you go all the way to like in line with the mirror on the side. Yeah.
But how?
How
Because
does
it's
it know
a flat
it's there?
thing.
What do I?
If you go on TikTok and
Yeah.
search mirror reflection object explanation or something like that, it came up with heaps the other day.
Okay, don't listen. All right. It's kind of what I thought it was.
Well, I know it's going to be something to do with the light hitting things. Is it something like when you stand to the side, the light hits the mirror? No, the light hits the object. The light hits your eyes. And then, is it the same light hitting all three objects?
Same light.
Okay.
Think first, like, how do you see yourself in a mirror? Pretend there's none of that shit there. How do you see yourself?
Sexy.
You're not wrong, but in this instance, you are.
The light hits the mirror and hits my eyes. Or hits me,
and
then
hits you. The light hits the mirror and then hits you.
Yeah.
So then pop something in between that, and then you're standing off to the side.
The light hits the object, then the mirror, then me.
Yes, basically. And it's all about perspective. So from the front, obviously it's just it'll hit the object and hit you back, or like hit the mirror and hit you back. There's no object. If you stand to the side, the light will hit the object and then it'll like diagonally hit the mirror and then it'll come back to hit you. And that's how I'll show you this TikTok. It like has a little diagram.
That's what I need.
But that's basically it.
Wait, so you're telling me that if I was a genius and my brain knew that I was looking at a mirror, the object wouldn't be there?
That's like you saying if you looked in the mirror, you're not there.
That's true.
All right, genius.
No, because I just don't understand, like, it's a brain trick, sure.
Yes, but it's all about the light and the reflection. Like a normal mirror would be a brain trick. It's like, how are you seeing yourself? And it's just because of light hitting it. So when you stand directly in line with the object, obviously you're not going to see it reflecting in the mirror because it's in your path of vision. And if you stand off to the side, the light is still coming from the same angle you were if you were standing in front. So it's still coming that way, but then it's reflecting to the mirror because you're off to the side. Does
That's
that
the
kind
part
of make
of the light that you're
sense?
seeing. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I was thinking, therefore, if I'm not looking at it, it doesn't exist. But it does.
No,
I'm having a moment.
it does, but it's about perspective. If you're standing in line with it, you're not going to see it reflected because of the path of light. But that same path of light, if you're standing on the side, will be reflected.
Right. It was fucking underwhelming, to be honest.
It really was. I was really hoping it was like one of those, I don't know, like crazy things where it's like it's an alternate universe or some shit.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. We guessed it, but like I still don't understand how the light reflects it.
I was about to say when we were watching that TikTok, this is another one of those, which we seem to be doing a lot lately. Another one of those, okay, I get that, but then why?
Yeah, and we guessed mirrors very early on. I remember because it was at the old house. But I still don't get it. It was is it something to do with ultraviolet?
No, it was just light refraction, but something to do with the way your eyes absorb light or some shit. But I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither. We should just. It's hard to find ones because we don't know the answer. So it's hard to be like, I want one with the easy answer. You know.
Yeah.
Like I like the ones like with the crane because there's a one answer for how it builds itself. And stuff like that. But like microwaves, refrigerators, you got to know a lot about it to actually understand it.
If you have any simple shit we don't understand, send them in, please.
Yes, please, guys. Anyway, moving on to question of the podcast. It's hard to explain, so just bear with me.
Okay.
So there's a cement wall and you're driving.
And it's got a mirror on it.
And it's sexy. So you have to hit this cement wall with your car. Okay. And every kilometer an hour you go to smash into this is worth $1,000.
Oh.
So if you're going 40 kilometers an hour to smash into this wall, you're getting 40K. How many K would you take? Like how many K would you go up to take the money?
Because at a certain number of Ks, you won't be able to spend your money.
Yeah. And this is like not you slowing down into the wall. This is you going full speed and then your car's getting smashed.
I feel like at 40 you'd survive.
Yeah, but your airbags are deploying and shit. Like if you're going straight into a wall. And you want to live to tell about it. And so if you injure yourself, you gotta pay with the money that you earned from the Ks.
Yeah, that's true.
So like if you won 100, I mean you're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
But like you would have to pay 100K worth of shit to bring you back to life, you know?
I'm trying to think. Like if you're going 60 Ks and you crash into someone, you're going to do some damage, but I don't think you're going to die. Are you?
See, I think not, but because we talked about this at work, when I said, 40Ks or something, Tyler looked at me and was like, 40Ks? And like, he's pretty intellectual.
That's
and so
true,
I was like,
he's never crashed his car.
I was like, is that too fast?
Surely not. 40Ks, that's a school zone.
That's what I said.
If you hit a kid at 40Ks, they're supposed to live.
That's what I said. I'm going to stick with 50 because I think 50K is a good amount of money and I won't be injured. I might have whiplash, but I'm going to come out okay and I'm not going to have to spend any of my money on hospital bills.
Yeah. I'm going to say 55K. because that's a 10% surcharge for today because today's pumping. No, I just feel like clean 50 is good, but like surely you could push it to 51. You know what I mean?
A couple more. Yeah, but every K kills.
I'm going 55.
Okay.
Even if I die, I've got some money to leave to my loved ones. You know what I mean?
Rack off. I'm spending that bag like before I die.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
No, they have to spend. I'll put it in my will. Okay, I'm going to go crash into this cement block now. If I die, you have to spend all of it on the most outrageous funeral. That the
or
world
like the
has ever
most
seen.
outrageous outfit. Like I
Yeah.
want to be in a matching Gucci set
Yeah.
and I want to get my makeup done.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, it's like,
I need nails,
yeah.
extensions.
The funeral is zoo themed.
Yeah.
There's like
something
giraffes
crazy.
and shit walking around.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to spend all my money I have on my funeral.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about all I have.
Why are we so morbid these days?
I don't know. It's old age. It's getting to us.
All right, guys. Well, please be sure to send in your icks or ticks.
Yeah.
Please buy our merch, buy our
Yeah.
secondhand clothing.
Yeah.
And I'm having deja vu. And we love you all.
Yeah.
And we hope you're having just like a rockin' Monday.
Absolutely. And I hope you survived the long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, sorry about it.
Morbid again.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on this afternoon.
Bye, Beth.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm ready now.
Okay.
Bye, besties, and stay sexy.
Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the.
Oh.